Was it all a dream? Hi guys, I'm Nick, and today let's enter a dream like none other and decide whether it really was real. The end of Inception is purposefully designed to ask a certain question: is Cobb still dreaming? But there's a much bigger question at play here, and a much more interesting one. I'd call your attention to the scene where Cobb and Adriana are talking outside the cafe, discussing the nature of dreams. It's subtle, really subtle, but listen to the description.
Let me ask you a question. You never really remember the beginning of a dream, do you?
I guess, yeah.
So how did we end up here?
Well, we just came from the,
Think about it, Ariadne. How did you get here? Where are you right now?
We're dreaming?
It's odd, but here the film makes a comment on itself. The movie has been jumping from place to place throughout the entire runtime. We never see Cobb get on a plane to arrive in Mombasa, nor to England. Now, it's something that happens in film all the time, and it's accepted, but it's never questioned. Not like it is here. It jumps, like a dream. But neither Adriana, or even more interestingly, neither did you question this until now. His children are also somewhat off when he returns. Looking closely as he finally returns home, whether it be dream, memory, or reality, they are always in the same position. Their clothes are also so similar. Too similar to be a mere coincidence. Their shoes and underblouse are the only things that change. The only real difference is that they've aged. There's a strangeness in this, like the film describes, something off that you can't see until you realize you're dreaming. Yet we've been so emotionally invested in Cobb seeing him through, we don't question it either. Neither do we see Cobb ride the kick-up back from limbo. It doesn't show anything, just one scene to another. Who's to say that down there he simply created another world for himself, or he's been creating the whole thing all along? There is such strong evidence to suggest that this is all a dream. He built a dream, constructed it to relieve the guilt he felt for Mole, and earn in his mind the right to see his children's faces again. This would make a lot of sense in the scale of the film. For what's his mission at its core? To fix a father and child relationship.
We all yearn for reconciliation, for catharsis.
It seems that in the final moment of the film, the man who was so sure of reality and determined to stay in it, willing to kill himself in this scene, turns his back on verifying it. In this moment he loses sight of what's real and stops questioning whether the world is a dream. It no longer matters to him because, whether it's a dream or it's real, his children is what he chooses. That's his world. That single moment, the sight of his children's faces, that's enough for him. He literally says this during the film.
Come back to reality, Tom. Please.
Reality. Those kids, your grandchildren, they're waiting for their father to come back home. That's their reality. And this...
That's why he turns his back on the top. That's why he turns around. Because the world with those kids, to him, it's nothing but reality. However, that's not all the film wishes to ask before the credits roll. It shows something even more interesting. It questions something deeper, that the idea that reality is all about perspective. The idea that our world could only be real if we believe it to be so. Just like you had believed in a sense the film had been real all along, you subconsciously agreed and glazed over the time jumps and coincidences because it was so real. Is Cobb dreaming? In my opinion, yes he is. But in the bigger picture, it doesn't matter. Inception's asking something much more profound. What is our reality? By mixing and leaving the endings ambiguous, it asks us a question about our own world. We never questioned the jumps, the kids, or the fact he made it home, until we saw a sign that perhaps it's not all real, leaving a nagging and seething idea that our reality very may well be a lie. Everything we see or feel only enhances this lie because it's there, it's tangible, it feels so real. Inception challenges us to think about a very particular concept and think hard. That reality is fluid. That our world isn't real. It's time we took a leap of faith, as the film quotes, and decide whether we truly are in reality. Choose a world so we don't live a lie and become old men filled with regret. Nolan, like Cobb, wishes to do one thing: plant a single idea into our minds and let it grow. Let it spread like a virus. How many of us have left the totem spinning behind us to never check again? Because this world, it must be real. Right?